Billy Bennett. Let's talk about the last couple of weeks. So we played 𝗕𝗚𝗧𝗘𝗥𝗩𝗜 away last week. Quite comfortable, 3-0 up. Adam takes an injury. We're all in the huddle once he gets treated by the physio, and Kev asked about volunteers to go and goal. What did you say?
I didn't say much, to be honest. Admittedly, I did state that I'd played in goal, like amateur level Sunday league, but I didn't think that would fall into him essentially asking me to do a job. But yeah, it was certainly an experience. Thankfully, as you said, we was 3-0 up, so there weren't too much to do. And full credit to the boys in front of me because they defended well, although it was a bit shaky after the first 5 minutes because we conceded. But overall, yeah, it was good to grind out a result and went into today.
What was your thoughts on doing a goalkeeper job? Is it harder than what it actually looks?
I've got to be careful what I say because I normally hammer my lawyer. It's quite lonely, I must admit. You don't really see much of the ball, and I guess that's understandable. But yeah, I think it was just a case of just trying to defend and hold on, and as I said, thankfully we done that and got over the line, and yeah, on to today and a much different game.
Yeah, so talking about today, obviously we had chances in the first half, but we found ourselves 2-0 down at half time. So what was the team talk about?
I think it was just about believing. We created chances in the first half. Admittedly, we probably should have took those chances. And I think on the grand scheme of things, they probably got 2 goals against the run of play. But yeah, it was just about belief at half time. We know that we can create chances. And I guess the frustrating thing is that 10-15 minute spell that we had in the second half, I know it's very difficult to maintain standards that high, but if we are able to do that more regularly, I don't think that we'll be in a position of being 2-0 down very often.
And as for you, 2 goals, did you have the old Hattie in your mind at one point?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if I took chances in the first half, it could have been a different story. But yeah, it's nice to be on the score sheet. It's quite a rarity at the moment, probably doing things differently to what I used to do in terms of just being around the pitch in other areas and trying to do more for the team rather than getting into that final third and scoring as much as I once did. But yeah, always nice to get the goals personally. Just frustrating that we conceded late doors to make it 3-3.
Yeah, I was talking to supporters after the game, and yeah, it's quite a mixed reaction. Is it a point gained? Is it 2 points dropped? How do you see it?
Yeah, I think fundamentally it's 2 points dropped, and I think that's because the standards that we've set over the last 6 to 7 games. And if you're in a position where you are leading with 10-15 minutes to go, I think a little bit more experience perhaps and know-how that potentially gets us over the line. But yeah, to go in 2-0 down at half time to even be in a position to lead is good and a positive. But yeah, I think most of the boys are probably disappointed that we didn't come away with 3 points.
So 7 games unbeaten now, 5 wins, 2 draws, so really into good form. Was the trigger for that the first half away at Broadbridge, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think we really had a kind of reset moment at half time, and then the players took accountability after the game. We had a bit of a debrief, and we all knew that it wasn't good enough. It's very easy to blame, conditions or circumstances, and admittedly we didn't have full strength squad for a number of weeks. But yeah, from Broadbridge Heath half time onwards, I think it's probably given us a good account of where we can be, and that's naturally gone into a little bit more belief around the camp. People are positive. There's healthy competition for places all over, and it's a real team spirit. And I think you need that if you are going to be successful. What we don't want to be is in a position come February, March where we haven't got anything to play for. And I think if we continue in the same vein as we have over the last, say, 6 to 7 games since Broadbridge, we'll at least give ourselves a fighting chance.
So next 2 both away. We've got Ashford and then Whiteleaf. What do you think on them games?
I think they're going to be two very different games. I think Ashford game is probably going to be a little bit more physical, where Whiteley perhaps will be more technical. Both 4G pitches, so hopefully, the way that we play it may suit us rather than a grass away fixture. But there's not very many easy games in this league. I think over the last 6 games we've won 5 out of them, and we haven't jumped many positions. So it just shows the level of teams in and around it. But I think coming away and not losing today maintains that confidence that hopefully we can take into Thursday, and then Saturday a big game away at Ashford.
How are you and the lads enjoying playing under the style that Kev and Tommy are trying to embrace?
Personally, I really enjoy it. First of all, I think it's quite an attractive way of playing. We try and keep the ball on the deck as much as we can. We have got licence for that kind of fluidity, but on a wider perspective, I think all the boys are buying into that as well. I think the emphasis of how we started the league campaign to where we are now hasn't changed too much in terms of style, and we're all buying into that now, and I think the boys enjoy it as much as I do. I just think a little bit more experience in times may differ to that playing style, but that's for no fault of anyone. That's just about trying to get over the line in situations where we are leading games. We don't always have to have that same philosophy, but the spirits are higher, the boys are enjoying it, the lads are good in terms of management, and it's got that real kind of togetherness that I'm used to at Sheppey, so it's nice.
And then finally, it doesn't go unnoticed, particularly in the last 7 games, is the support from all the fans.
Yeah.
They're turning up home, and there's quite a lot travelling away, so a big thank you to them as well, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably a little bit biased from me because of my affiliation with the club, but they've always been really great to me, and you certainly can hear them now and see them in their numbers over the last few weeks, and that's down to results. And at the end of the day, all fans want is people to work hard, try hard, and give their all, and it's chalk and cheese compared to where we were kind of back end of August, early September. So big thank you to them. Certainly away numbers are building too, and they certainly help us in our difficult moments.
Brilliant, thanks Bill.
Cheers, Lee.